Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL action. Colts at Raiders. Christmas is right around the corner, and we've got a promo code. The code is ELF, ELF, for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Colts are favored in this one, -3. The total is 51.5. Indianapolis is 8-4 straight up, 7-5 against the number, while the Raiders enter 7-5 straight up and against the spread. This is a big game for the AFC wild card implication.
Yep.
The Colts are going on back-to-back road games. We've got Sean Higgs joining us to break it all down for us. Sean, who do you like, Colts or Raiders, or the total?
You know what? I kind of like. I actually grabbed the Raiders early this week, so I got them +2.5. But show wise here, I'm gonna go over the total. I like the 51.5. I think we'll see some points on the board. Okay, you got Carr, Hail Mary win, sloppy game versus Jets, something probably they should have never gotten a W with. But hey, a win's a win. You take it. And as I mentioned, playoff implications here with the Colts. They got Baltimore, all these teams, especially the AFC South. Everybody's lumped together in like 6-5 range, and 6-6 and 7-4s, whatever they're all at, 7-5s. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm gonna go over because the Colts could score some points. And as much as everybody said, the defense, I'm not high on this defense. Yeah, it was good when you're beating up the Jets early and Minnesota who couldn't score and teams like that. But, you play teams last week, you won because of a bad fumble late in the game by the Texans. You gave up points there. Jacobs back for the Raiders. Carr's looking good in what's his third year under Gruden here. I'm expecting a bunch of points. I think this is going to be like a 30, 27, or 50 plus type game. So yeah, I think a lot of points here, 51.5. I'm going to go over, and I'm looking for the Raiders to show up as a good team and not a sloppy team like they were last week.
Yeah, the Raiders were a big over team to start the year, and their offense turning a lot of heads when it came to the first of the year. They had a bit of a rough patch, it seems like, barely beating the winless Jets. But I think this is a good bounce back spot for them, especially at home, especially with the Colts back-to-back road games, as I mentioned in the intro. And plus, watch the injury report on this one. We're filming this a little bit earlier in the week, but if they have Josh Jacobs back, he was out last week, and also Pro Bowl offensive lineman Trent Brown. If he's back, I think that's a big boost for their run game. And when they were winning those games, they were getting a lot from their run game, especially Josh Jacobs, one of the premier backs when he was at his best. And the last time Trent Brown played, the one game that he played was the game that the Raiders beat the Chiefs. So I think he makes a big difference when it comes to this offensive line. But the problem with the Raiders is their defense, 28th in scoring defense. Colts number 5 in defense overall. But I still like the Raiders getting points here. The Colts are one of those teams that on paper they look really good, but sometimes I'm not buying it.
Hey, listen, they got the road win last week. This is a game they could probably lose here on a back-to-back. No shame losing here to another decent team. And again, Raiders have thrown together a couple sloppy games. They had that Falcon game, they looked like crap. The Jets game didn't look good. So expect them to come home and, be good. I mean, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that's what these guys are. I mean, you beat the Saints, you beat with the Chiefs, and then you go on and lay an egg like that in Atlanta and should have lost to the Jets who were winless. I mean, get right here. Get right, Gruden. Let's go. Beat a better team because this team's as good or better than you, and they got a pretty good head coach on the sideline.
Yeah, we need them to just win, baby, win, or at least not lose by 3.
Just cover, baby.
Just cover, baby, cover. That's going to do it for our NFL talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Sean Higgs. As always, Sean, thanks for joining us.